Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Joey Sparks. That's 2E's, no Y. You heard me, that's 2E's, no Y. And in this video, I'm going to be reacting for the very first time to Ren's for Joe. I think we all know how important this video is, and I'm going to get a chance to react to it now. I had a busy morning, and so I'm just now getting a chance to check this out. I'm sure everybody's seen it, but this is my first time. Before I get started, though, you know I'm going to ask you to do all the things. How about I let my intro do the work? All right, let's do this. Let's get this down. Let's get this up. So I'll mess this up. This seems, what, 4 minutes and 50 seconds? I don't know if I'm ready, but let's figure out. You ready? Like I'm ready. Please do me a favor. If you enjoy the content, like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to tell a friend. If they like reacting content, I might be someone that might be interested in. But enough about all that. Them breathings for me. Before the emote inevitably begins, Sam is said filmed by Sam, correct? Sam Perry. Y'all see it? Beautiful. Folks, there's something called the rule of thirds in cinematography, photography. And so what you want to do is you want to take the frame and split it into 3 pieces, and then or into 9 pieces, all equal parts, right? And so, you know, you got to figure you got to have one of the lines right here, right here. The other line's got to be down here off the keyboard. Like right now, this is perfectly framed. It looks so good. It's not blown out anywhere. We can still see that these are little lights that were shoved into a bottle. Look at these lights. Are any of these blown out? No. We get to see so much detail of the background of the city. You know I'm gonna ask what you shot this on, because that's some serious dynamic range. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. Director in me. And also, as well as he is on a guitar, look at him killing the piano. Wow. I know he produces, but like he played the instruments, he produces. That's amazing. Okay, let's go.
It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside the trunk, inside the pickup truck, then dumped that whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly. What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as hell. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo,
Great
Justin,
frame.
Sega, Stevie, and the fuck.
Once again, great framing. Started like right here.
I miss thinking we were indestructible as hell. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Justin, Sega, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I know myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. Distance is my plaster cast.
You hear that in his voice? Now, I only listen to the song in the car. I haven't watched the video again because... yeah.
To tell the truth, the day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find the anger. All I find is missing you, man, I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying. And holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine, not the way that it worked. I was late like a jerk, there's not a day where I can find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you, absurd, fuck.
Beautiful, amazing, amazing. His fingers, wow, pause, like it's in such an emotional state about such an emotional topic. It's like boom.
Another domino, it falls. Across the way another's born. How you're supposed to raise a child and give it courage from a storm. In a world that is confusing, contradictions pave our flaws. Some will say we're only human, others judge us for our flaws. Some get born in sheets of satin, some get by in tattered clothes. Some will die before they live, that's just how the story goes. But for those of us still with us, who reside inside our hearts, tell them proudly how you feel. And for those of us who aren't, freckled angels stand strong, freckled angels live on, freckled angels climb higher, freckled angels still inspire, freckled angels won't forget you, teach me to live my life better. 13 years and still I miss you, now my wings are missing feather, otherwise I'd come and join you, but for now I'm here on earth.
13 years I'm missing you and now my wings are missing feathers. Jack, if you don't, so fuck on me. Alright, listen up.
Otherwise I'd come and join you, but for now I'm here on earth, stuck inside this mortal body, but for everything it's worth. Made me braver, made me wiser, made me stronger, made me true, made me face the world with courage, and that's all because of you. Freckled angels laugh the hardest, and their hearts, they are the...
That point was for Sam. It's just, I'm seeing the movement, and I'm seeing like just the things.
Freckled angels laugh the hardest, and their hearts, they are the largest. With their wings, they fly the farthest. So I know you're gonna be okay.
Wow.
Freckled angels live the longest, and their minds, they are the strongest. Ooh. Oh, their friends, they are the fondest. So I know you're gonna be okay.
Hey friends, today I'm going to...
Man, that's nice. You know what I mean? Like, it's exactly what I think Joe deserves, is that type of amazing tribute. Like, it's such realness for emotions. Like, I don't know, it's just like, yo, like I'm dealing with this, and you know, Like, I don't know how to get over it, but to talk about it or put it in my music, and it's masterful, right? Like, it's amazing. And then like me getting thrust into this, reaction world, and Ren kind of like being my, thing that I measure everything by. It sucks that he has to go through this, right? But on the other end, healing comes in many shapes. And so, um, I think this is very, therapeutic for him, and I just give him all the, like hands on top of him type of love, prayers, and all that stuff. So um, that's what that is. On the emoting side of things. Um, but I'm gonna bring it back just because there's moments in here where Sam is, like, he's amazing me. Like, well, I mean, it's just simple sometimes is just better. And shooting it clean. Like, look here. Look at his face. You see this right here? This is what you would consider the highlight on top of him. But you want details in the highlights, right? We can all see this right here, right? And I've got it small on my screen, but if you're looking, you can see the different shades and tones of skin. No disrespect, man, skin wrinkles and stuff like that, but like, that's what you want. You don't want it to overpower it and not be able to see the details and the different textures within it. Like right here, oh, it's super faint if you get right here, but like, he still holds on to that in the highlights, right? And then to have gradual gradients. Do you see this right over here? You see how like right here by the sidewalk per se is pretty dark, and then it just kind of rolls up. It's a different level. Like, it shows you a gradient of shadows, right? Some people say you don't want to crush all the blacks, right? That's what you would normally say. But I will give a kudos, because this right here, crushing out the blacks, one, in this frame right now, it helps separate him from the city like amazing, right? Plus, he even has some roll off and some gradient right here. But look look at the levels. Like, I just love it. It just looks like a graphic. And so what do I be saying? You break the rules when you need to, right? Great time to break the rules in this, in my opinion.
And
And then
telling you
watch
that
how
it's fine.
he's keeping Ren as a focal point. Now, the rule of thirds, another rule that can be broken. Sometimes people say, like, you put it you put a person on, like how I am on the screen. You put me right here, right? And then on this square third, right? And then leave all my front here. But sometimes some people will tell you put their face here if they're lost or they're confused and they don't know what to do, and have all this unnecessary background, but like, have it cinematically pleasing, like have something on a focal line like this, right? So his head is allowed to kind of move here in the middle box of the thirds, while this horizon line does its best to stay at the top third. And then there's moments where his eyes line up with this back line, and it's like it's almost like a double entendre in rap bars, right? It's like, look at his eyes, and then when you break that eye contact, look what's behind him. Now I'm assuming this is some sort of state. They're in Brighton, right? Hit me, dog. But if I'm correct, this is where this must be some stadium somewhere near there, or something like that, some football stadium or something like that, football. So yeah, it's just like, watch.
Not the way that it worked. I was
Look right
late
there.
like a jerk. There's not a day where I can find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never
Look how
got
his
to
mouth's
wave
on
to
the
the
bottom
hearse.
third
I
part.
hope you're listening. I love you, man. I miss you, absurd. Fuck.
It's up on the third. Now he's gonna change dynamic to give us some depth. Look at this. Oh wow, such great movement to get in on them hands. And then look at this separation, separation, separation. Some would say you'd want an extra separate light there, but you can't because then you're going to see the poles and it'll probably be too much. When especially sometimes simple is more, right? And just not blowing things out. Look at this gradient on his face and off of his nose from the highlights right here. None of that stuff is blown out, and that's key. You expose for the highlights, and he did just that. So if y'all want to give Sam props today, say way to expose for his facial highlights, and he's gonna love you today. Tell him I sent you. All right, y'all, I appreciate y'all stopping by. Once again, if you're new to the channel and you joining it, just consider hitting subscribe. I'm a videographer, especially specializing in music videos, and I do reactions from my point of view, reviews from my point of view, and I also do unboxings, t-shirts and shoes. So if you're into that sort of thing, I suggest hitting subscribe. And other than that, you return subscribees who are rewatching my videos as I repost them. Thank you. I appreciate you. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.